What up? We back again. What's good? Is the levels good? We up? We back at it again. Good morning. What's good? Thank y'all for waiting. Thank y'all for being ready. I had to load this thing up this morning because I'm telling you right today, ain't gonna be no celebrity gossip, none of that. Even though I don't gossip on here, I break down what's going on. But I'm gonna tell you this: today gonna be real talk. Told you, man, we got to start paying attention to the future because that's what's going on. For years we've been stuck in the past, and that's why we've been losing this race. Today I'm gonna show you what's going on right now, what's to come. Point blank period, episode 352. What up? Shout out to all my people. I see y'all here. Thank y'all for being patient and waiting. What's up, Shay? What's up, Jamila? Latasha Jordan, what's up? Ebony A, what's going on, Lady Love? What's up? I see you, Sassy. Good morning. Alan from the UK, what's up? What's good, Wax? What up, Wax Dog? What's popping? You know what's up? Nevin, what's up? Good morning, Stacy. Big Phil, what's good? Melanice, what's up? How you doing this morning? What's good, y'all? Jay Goodbar, what up, bro? Taisha, y'all know what's good. All right, y'all, like I said, I'm going to get into it. Y'all know I'm going to get into the shout-outs. Good morning, Miss Jackie. Good morning. John Shaft at? I see you getting them shout-outs, John. Where you at, John Shaft? What's good? What's up, Nelly? Danelle Walker, what's good, Nelly? What's up? Shayna, what's up? New York Links, what's up, man? Everybody here this morning. Karen Alexander, what's up, y'all? I'm going to holler at y'all. Like I said it 1,000 times. When you catch the replay and you don't want to hit no shout-outs, you just skip it. Everything is time-coded. That's what it is. So you can tap in when you want to get into. But today we're going to get into business. I'm going to take my time because we don't got time to play today. And you see it's drying up out here, right? Well, that's one of the first signs of what's to come. So anyway, Photo Fame Live, episode 352. You know how we do. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the all notification bell, leave a comment, share the video, and spread the word and spread some love. That's what we about right now. You know why? I'm going to tell you this. I told people a while ago, that's why I don't got time to be beefing with my own people right now, because I understand that they got beef with us, and the plan is to destroy us and wipe us out, period. So if you don't understand that, then maybe one day you will. Let's get into it. AI, aka artificial intelligence, and the New World Order. But you got to understand the key words to New World Order is new world. New is something we've never seen before or something that we're not used to. New world, that's the place we live at. The world is things we go through. Order is the structure, the formula, the blueprint on how things must go. Like everything goes from 1 to 10. That's the order of things. My point is this: the New World Order is now AI, artificial intelligence. And I'm going to prove it to y'all how we've been talking about this. This been going on since we was children, a lot of us. They showed us everything in the movie, but little did we know that everything in the movie was going to be real life. Because it was called what? Predictive programming. That's why I told you Hollywood is shut down, because every agenda they wanted to show us, they already did it in Hollywood. And now it's all about them keeping secrets and hoping that you sleep. You get it? So we're gonna go through this thing today. And a lot of people have been on point with this. And like I told you, if you don't know, you better get on it, because I've been seeing some things, and this is where we at right now. So you can take it or leave it, and that's just what it is. So let's get into it once again. Now let's look. Now we know we took a look at this last week, a couple weeks ago. And some of my people been doing their research. We've been taking a look at this stuff. This stuff is for real. And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all probably saw it in the movie first. These are the artificial intelligence robot dogs. But they're not, I'm trying to tell you something. The military got them. They had them first. The National Guard got them. The police, your local law enforcement, will have them in a city near you. I told y'all when Joe dropped off that money to all these cities, this is what it was for. Now you all can see what that whole defund the police was about. This is what it was about. See, defund the police was taking the money from the humans and giving it to the robots. Why is that, y'all? A lot of people around here smart. Well, let's peep game. For one, a robot doesn't need what, y'all? Benefits. No sick time, no vacation time, no salary. See what I'm saying? What else, y'all? A robot don't need no pension. So guess what? Let's look at how much money the state, city save off the rip just by one of these. I told y'all they was playing the great replacement game. I told you that you will be replaced if you're not in the proper order of things or you don't put yourself in the right place. That go for me. That go for everybody. You will be replaced whether you like it or not. I told you these people are working around a clock, overtime. They ain't getting no sleep because, you know, the mad scientist wants to run the world the way they want to run it. So I'm just showing y'all this right here is going to save so much money. This is going to also cut back on lawsuits. Why? Because now you can't say the dog was racist. When you get shot by this dog, you can't say the dog shot you because it was racist. But even though I broke the story on this channel about what, y'all? The Apple Watch the whole time could tell if you black or white. Because the Apple Watch has sensors in it to track your blood. Artificial intelligence. These are the things that they made normal to us. Why they make it normal? So we would embrace it. What's the first thing they use to make us embrace all of this? These cell phones we got. Apps. You get it? And this is the video we looked at a couple weeks ago of these robot dogs doing push-ups, all in accordance. And yes, this is China. See, they showed us. See, this, I'm going to show you the game they play. This is the game I'm trying to show you. Mind you, we was tricked out. We kept thinking they got beef with China. China owned a certain percentage of America. But the thing you ain't understand about how China owned parts of America, because allegedly they say people sold it out. But anyway, they're going to talk this beef with China, but at the background, on the backhand, they spending money with them. Because they're the ones that make all this stuff. They was the first ones that make the touchscreen cell phone. All of this shit we got comes from China. They have everything before us, everything. And a lot of the technology, we got to go through them. Or if we have an idea over here, we got to go over there to deal with them so they can manufacture it. Why? We're not raised to build computers over here like that. We're not raised in certain things. So this is why a lot of things go through China. But we saw these machines doing push-ups better than humans, all in sync, which means what? They're programmed. Now let's take a look. So we're going to go deep into this today, y'all. Today ain't about no games. See that? And also, why is it a world thing? Because all over the country, this is what the military has invested in. This is how wars we fought. Now, mind you, I'm just talking about the ground. I'm going to have to do a part 2 on the sky with the drones. See, that's a whole nother chapter. Right now, we're going to talk about this thing right here. Because in a hood near you, a city near you, you know, I know niggas in the hood be bucking. They got their guns. They ready. But little do they know they're not ready for what's coming. And you know I've been telling y'all that shit a long time. Because they know no matter how many guns you got, you ain't going to stop one. Now, you ain't going to stop one of these dogs. And don't forget, we did the research. These things could shoot. These things could sense. Basically, these things have airport technology. They can scan your ass. They can chase you down. They say they go up to 35. They gonna run up to 35 miles per hour. So that's like a car in a residential area. We seen one of them said they got snipers. They can tell about biochemicals. They can tell if you got drugs on you. They can tell if you got a cell phone or a gun. Artificial intelligence. And they got different levels of them. See, these the big boys. See that? Those the big dogs. They look like little bulls. Artificial intelligence, y'all. This where we at with it. Just showing you. See that? Robotics. This that Transformer stuff. This G.I. Joe in real life. Yeah, because they was prepping us for this the whole time, but this where it's at. I told you, the way they set things up now, if you don't be replaced and you don't comply, one of the two. See, if you don't want to comply, okay, well, you'll be replaced. Okay, you want to be rebellious? We got something for that too. And I'm telling you, when they hit the fan this time, you not going to no regular jail. You going to be somewhere in a camp. And when you in that camp, no phone calls, no commissary, nobody know where the fuck you at. You a prisoner of you know what. So this is what's going on now, y'all. This is the new world. And now I'm just showing my people because I know a lot of my people be asleep. But I'm going to show you because like I told you, a lot of people don't believe shit till it's on the TV or till somebody tell them or it go viral. No, we're going to tell you right now. So guess what? You ain't going to be able to say, I ain't know. We didn't know. Because all our past generations fucked up. And what's their number one slogan? I didn't know. We didn't know. Of course we didn't. But now all the information is here. And I'm going to prove it to you. How we in the last day right now. And I'm going to prove to y'all how they've been prepping this stuff forever. But see, we just getting hip to what's going on. You feel me? So let's take some more look. What's up, Coach? That's right, Star Wars. That's right. What up, Boulevard? Star Wars. That's right. That's what all. Look, y'all, I told you. Everything you thought was fake was real. And half the stuff you think is real is fake. That's how they run the world. By confusion. See that? See, it got the sensory microphone on it. See, each one could, they can make it specifically for what they want it for. Surveillance, listening. You feel me? One of these could pull up to the back of your crib, hear what's going on in your whole house. Stuff like that. They got X-ray technology. How you gonna fight this? I'm asking a real question. I'm not trying to be funny, but this is a question you gotta ask yourself. How you gonna fight one of these? Are you equipped? But we know everything that's digital could be glitched. Yes, we do. But do you know how to glitch them? That's my point. And I want to show y'all, when I told you, these people be like 30 steps ahead of us. That's how they run the world. They don't run the world off just muscle. They run the world on being ahead of information and technology and money. Don't forget, the number one thing you got to remember about these dogs, these are the number one investments in the country, in the world right now. What does that mean? That means anybody that invested into this years ago when they had it as a blueprint, all of them are now going to be rich. You got to understand about this technology game, man. And we don't understand and know exactly who all got money invested because I told you they do things three ways. Okay, we can create these dogs, get paid off the programs, get paid off the whole manufacturing of them. At the same time, using a lot of people up. That's more money. You get it? That's how it works. This is how it works. Meanwhile, who's going to be the downfall to all of this? That's the question you got to ask. Who is going to be at the back end of all of this stuff that they got cooking up right now? And I told you, the number one agenda in America is fighting crime. Fighting crime. I broke all this shit down over a year ago. And I told you 5G technology is the end of crime, the end of thug life. I'm going to say it again because I remember when I said it, people thought I was just talking out my ass and being a fucking hater. But now you see for yourself that you in a nightmare. And guess what? What they told you, what you heard your whole life, a dog is a man's best friend, right? Well, really, they say the dog is a white man's best friend, but that's just a saying. But these dogs will be the new man's best friend. Because what they say, I think when bro looked it up, they said these things cost like, 30 racks, 35,000, something like that. Yeah, you can get you one too. Just a new wave. So maybe you gotta get one of these dogs to fight another dog. Get it? But yeah, I told y'all, it's a lot of big secrets. And by the time you know, it's already late. This is what's been going on, y'all. Let's continue on. Let's take a look. And I showed you different. See that? Look at that type. I'm showing you the different types. See that? I just showed you 3 different types right there. See, each one is programmed to do something different than others, or some of them can do everything. They put it like this. They could do a lot of things, but it's up to the individual on what they actually want them for. And then if whatever one you want, you can tweak it to the level you want it to do. So if you want one for surveillance, you can use it for surveillance. You want one for security, you can use it for security. Get it? It's different levels on how they're going to be using them. And you already know, this is the number one thing I'm telling y'all. This is the new police in the hood near you. This is the new police right here. So that's all I'm trying to tell y'all. This ain't no fear factor. This ain't nothing to be scared of. But guess what? Remember the other day? Remember the other day when I showed the video of the robot man and he was able to just shoot shit up? Fall on his back, they was kicking him, pushing him. He'll get back up, shoot accurately, bang, 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 everything accurately. And somebody said that's fake. And I told him what I said, nah, that shit ain't fake. But see what it is, that you've been so tricked in this reality, you think everything is fake that's right in your face. And guess what? That's how they trick you every fucking time. Because they always put it in your face. And they put it in your face to do a test run to see if you're going to pick up on it or not. But I'm showing y'all, this is the new police. And in many different sizes. And we seen these shits in movies. But you didn't know what you saw in the movie was actually real. Because I told you, the powers that be, they talk in signs and symbols, and they talk in the movies. Get it? That was the whole purpose of Hollywood. So they could communicate with each other around the world without using words. So whenever a new technology was to break or something, anything of a new agenda, they put it in a movie. That's how their brotherhood know what time it is. So I know a lot of y'all peeping game now that all this shit is coming into fruition. Ghost Dog. How many of y'all remember the movie Ghost Dog? See that? Ghost Dog. And that's the military version. See, the military versions probably shoot rockets, whatever they wanted to do. Ghost Dog. See that? So I'm just showing y'all. Now y'all see why I keep saying F the past. You being stuck on stories from 20 years ago, hip-hop stories ain't gonna do nothing for you. What's up, Rondell? That's right. Now you see why they've been showing us Transformers movies. I told y'all, look, they do not put hundreds of millions of dollars into nothing unless it's a meaning behind it. See, a lot of people talk, and I'm not here to shit on nobody. I'm just trying to tell you. When you try to learn this real stuff, you got to pay attention to the patterns. It's a certain way. Once you crack the code, you will never be tricked again. I'm trying to show y'all the way that once you pay attention, and what I always told you, you got to know your opponent. If you don't know your opponent, you don't know how to play the game to win. That's why you're always going to lose. See? You got to be on top of it. Now, hold on. I'm going to show y'all because I'm just starting to cook. Now, let's take a trip back into history. Bomb. This is one of the first movies they started showing us this shit. What does that say? The future of law enforcement. What? RoboCop. This is the movie we saw as kids. Elementary school. What does it say? A future of law enforcement. The future. Which means what? They already had this plan. When this movie dropped? 1987. That's about damn near 50 years ago now, ain't it, y'all? See why I told you they always 30 years ahead of us plus? I told y'all that shit. RoboCop. This is part of RoboCop. They just didn't come with the body to go with it yet, the man figure to go with it yet. See, we pushed the dog out first. Then we'll come with the robotic man. Get it? Bomb. And it's one of my favorite movies. RoboCop was popping. And RoboCop, well, look, when we go watch RoboCop again, you'll see he had what? What did RoboCop have, y'all? Holla at me. Did RoboCop now have facial recognition technology? Yes, he did. Did I not tell y'all and prove to y'all on this channel when I did a special on facial rec that China was the first to have it, that they're going to have the technology. When you're walking down the block, they're going to know if you're a criminal or not. They're going to know if you got a fucked up background because it's going to register under the facial technician. How? You know the same way you be on Facebook and Instagram. I broke it down. Look, y'all know how you see the name over the faces. You like, damn, where that shit come from? facial rec. But now when you in public, you're going to get scanned and it's going to say your name and your background. Convicted felon, shoplifting, convicted felon, gun. You get it? Driving, no license, suspended license. The shit gonna automatically scan your ass. And you just chilling, next thing you know, you get ran down on. And you already gotta understand, it's gonna be able to see if you got a gun on you, drugs. You see what I was trying to tell y'all? RoboCop. But they didn't push. See, the other day I showed the Robo Man. Remember? The one I just told you about that was shooting the gun. They was kicking them, throwing barrels at him. Remember, they threw the shotgun at him. He caught the shotgun, bust the shotgun off. That was the real RoboCop. But they didn't unleash that part yet. They just going to keep you watered down with the dog. Because that's the first form of AI in law enforcement. People forget they went all the way up to RoboCop 3, maybe RoboCop 4. But I just know 1 was one of my favorites, and 3, if I'm not mistaken, RoboCop 3 was when they was in that meeting in the basically the technology they had created, remember, it malfunctioned and started shooting them up in a goddamn conference room. And the black man was in charge of the program, remember? All right. But this is what they really be into at Silicon Valley. See that? This is what they really be into. This right here. I told y'all, see, 5G technology is not just something on your cell phone. 5G technology is the connection. It is, put it like this, all the stuff they've been had it, y'all, is just that it couldn't run off 2G, 3G, 4G. It wasn't strong enough. 5G is the service, or should I say, the power line that makes all of these things work together under one system. You get it? I'll give you an example. Remember how we was on 3G? It was slow, meaning, remember what? What happened, y'all? Remember 3G? You couldn't watch a video. It was too slow because it was the frequency. It was the, you know what I'm saying? The engine, the 2G engine wasn't, the 3G engine wasn't that powerful. Remember before when you couldn't do more than one thing on your phone at one time. Remember? You had to close this, close that. Remember? You couldn't do it. But you'll see the more they went up on the G's, you was able to do more on your phone. Remember? So now with 5G, you can do stuff with your phone, like use your phone as a remote control. But the whole technology, the whole science of 5G is robotics. You get it? That is the frequency that can make these robots work. You get it? If it's not 5G or better, the shit ain't gonna work. The connection is not strong enough. Get it? So people thought 5G was just speeding up on your phone. No, that's what they wanted you to think. That's how they promoted it to us. 5G, 5G, 5G. But the whole time you didn't understand that 5G was the beginning of the end, as far as them being able to do the things they want to do through these computers. That's what 5G is all about. So let's continue on, y'all. Shout out to my people. See that? And I showed you how each one looks different. See that one? That one? You feel me? You got different ones. But I want to show you how these are ready for war. These are ready for war. And I told you, the National Guard has them. So what does that mean? If martial law gets called, these will be at a hood near you. But then you got to remember, they saying that what? That's right, Rondell. China's already on 7G. Because the world is about technology. They're the ones who created it. They get it first. Then when they're done with it, then they pass it on. But they understand that they got to stay steps ahead of us. All of these, man, this is what I learned. All these fights, wars throughout the years been about technology. Who's going to be the first to send a satellite up? Who's going to be the first to have dibs on this? Who's the first that's going to have dibs on this mining situation? Because we need certain elements out the earth in this country that goes with our technology. You got to understand that. It's the flowers. Thank you for supporting the channel. Like we was talking about. We talk about fiber optics. We talk about all these different things that work under technology. Guess what? A lot of these natural elements, they got to get it from us or our countries. Some people believe that some of this technology runs off of humans. Meaning some people believe that Some kind of way, they infusing melanin out of people and using it to create some of these different things. Let's look at something else. I'm just freestyling and I'm talking allegedly, right? Remember, for those who seen RoboCop, and if you didn't see it, you gotta go back and see it. And I know people that wasn't even born probably when this came out. You was young, but you gotta go back and watch it. Remember, he was a regular officer that got killed. Then they brought him back to life and created this. But you gotta remember something. When a person died, all they need is your DNA. So who's to say the number one ingredient for this is DNA, aka melanin? Maybe these things really are mixed with humans. See that? We thought it was going to be like man and machine, but what if the whole point of man is that they extract certain things from us and mix it with the machine? And I do remember when Bill Gates was trying to, and you remember they was all talking about smart viruses, and basically they wanted to make it where you can get hooked up to a computer and they can know exactly what's wrong with you, and that would be the new form of doctoring. Let's say whatever it is going on, the computer will pick it up. Then when they want to diagnose you, they can use that same computer to diagnose you. But they've been trying to mix this man and machine stuff. But the number one way I feel like they're doing it is through your DNA. So they don't need a whole person. They just need DNA. And I'm just saying, what if melanin is the fuel to this shit? You know, like the green stuff that leak out the predator. I'm just showing you something. Now, let's continue on because I ain't going to hold up too much time. The Air Force unit is getting the military's first robotic dogs. Now you got to remember that this story is old. I'm just showing you. Keyword, military. But this is what I want to show you about artificial intelligence, because I saw something from a rich multi-millionaire, the man by the name of Mark Cuban, that is the owner of the Dallas Mavericks basketball team. And he said something. Basically, he said AI is something that you're going to have to get down with or you're going to be out the loop, and it's going to be the next big thing. But it already been going down. Let me show y'all something. Now, see, I just put in artificial intelligence. I want y'all to see how the whole world is talking about it every day around the clock, and we sleep. Now, look, what you see on there. Fortune, NPR, New York Magazine. You look at the titles, okay? A Roomba photographed a woman on the toilet, and it ended up on social media, showing you an AI device that recorded a woman and posted the picture on its own. See that? I'm just showing you all the different things that's coming. See the different topics? Why artificial intelligence often feels like magic. Did I not tell you their technology is how they work magic? Because technology is magic. When you can take an app and make a person look like something totally different, turn them into a cartoon, turn them into a perfect figure, that's magic. But see, I told you, y'all thought magic was just a person with a pot over the stove looking like a magician. Nah, I've been trying to tell y'all magic is deeper and simpler than what you think. They've been running the world off magic. How artificial intelligence found the words to kill cancer cells. Do you see that? AI, artificial intelligence. I'm just showing you. This shit goes on. Mind you, I want you to see something. 1 day ago, 13 hours ago, 20 hours ago. This is the agenda right here. See? A new site used AI to write articles. See that? It was a journalistic disaster. So what that mean? They trying to perfect AI right now, how to do newspaper writings. I showed y'all, we spoke about how they got AI, artificial intelligence, to shoot movies now. This is the new world. What does that also mean? It also means the people that got money invested into these things, they will one day be rich. So I'm also telling you, if you got a couple coins, this is the time to invest in artificial intelligence. And you could be a billionaire, a millionaire. That go for all of us. So don't say that you ain't know. Now check it out. I just wanted y'all to see how these are all trending topics. A day ago, 3 days ago, hour ago. AI generated kids book using ChatGPT. See, they got artificial intelligence books for the kids. My point is this, man, these people working around the clock. All of this is trending topics right here that we know nothing about because we late. And you'll see this is on Forbes, all of that. Anything that's on Forbes, you know that's dealing with the bag. that's dealing with investments. Get it? So let's continue on. Check this out. How many of y'all remember this movie came out? I'm going to be real. I remember when it came out, but I ain't watch it. Guess what year it came out? The same year as 9/11. What's the name of the movie? Artificial Intelligence. See that? I showed you RoboCop from 87. Then I showed you 2001 Artificial Intelligence. Now you see what I told my people. I told you back in the day is now from 2019 beyond, before the pandemic, is back in the day. Why? The world that existed before the pandemic, that world has been erased. Or should I say it's being erased right now? Because they've been prepping us for this, the new world, artificial intelligence. But I just wanted to show you how it already been in our face. It is nothing new. This movie is 22 years old. Came out 2001, the same year the towers fell. The same exact time you heard that word said New World Order. But they wanted to spook you out with the New World Order so bad because I told you, in this last run we in right now, the number one thing they banking on is us being ignorant, stupid, sleep. Therefore, guess what? We will X ourselves out. They don't have to do nothing to nobody no more. They just going to let technology do it. It's called what? Remember how you went to school? If you ain't keep up, your ass failed, right? Well, they making it now where you're going to fail in life. And you're going to keep failing. And you're going to keep failing. And you're going to end up fucked up out here in the world. And I told y'all about the have against the have-nots. Those who understand technology, the new world will have. Those who do not understand and want to go against the grain, they will be considered a have-not. This also, if you got to be smart to understand common sense, all of this ties in with the cryptocurrency in the new digital world. You got to understand what's going on. I'm just showing y'all. So now I'm going to bring you up to date and show you the relation. Bang. See the mass hysteria with Bank of America yesterday? Playing with people's money. Bank of America playing with Americans' money. So you mean to tell me Chime is safer than Bank of America now? Chime is safer? Yeah, I got Chime. And I get deposits early. Yeah. But I'm just showing you that. A lot of people thought because they were dealing with these big banks, they got money, these big banks, you thought you were straight, right? But this is them mind fucking you. And guess what? They're prepping you. For what? I could have sworn I heard something about dollars crashing. I told y'all, they gave you the first warning with Wendy Williams. We'll shut your shit down. Take your shit whenever we feel like it. But this is also the predictive programming setting the stage that what? It said one day everything will be digital currency, right? Remember I told you everything will be verified. What does that mean? Well, all my people that know about Google Pay, Apple Pay, certain things have to be verified. What does that mean? You got to have a real fucking bank account. You have to have a real bank account, a real job. You got to prove who you are in this world or what you heard. You will not be able to buy, trade, or sell. You will not be able to do nothing unless you are legit. You ain't going to be able to come in the store. Did Amazon been not break out the Amazon store where you walk in, don't need no cash? They're just prepping it. They're prepping it, doing test runs, seeing how it works out, seeing the errors, the flaws. They just playing with stuff right now, y'all. That's part of why they had to lock us down. When they locked us down, what happened? 5G towers started shooting up all over the place. Cameras started shooting all over the place. They perfecting the craft right now. You see, when you in your neighborhood, when you anywhere on the highway, when you see that little pole with that little black screen on it, those are the devices that read your car, see if your car registered. Those are the devices that, if you're in a stolen car, it'll track it. You see they what? Put up cameras in neighborhoods. But when they put up the camera in your neighborhood, before the people realized it was a camera, man, they already made 200,000 in tickets. Scanning. I told y'all, I got hit with $400 worth of tickets, like in 2 weeks. Why? Because they put up new cameras I ain't know about. And they were places I used to speed at all the time. But guess what? When that shit came in the mail, I said, oh, shit. And guess what else I peeped? The police are dealing with foreign companies, digital companies, to do the work. It's the digital company, the nerds, they're the ones that sit behind a computer all day and watch the cameras. and they do business with law enforcement, and that's how everybody get paid. So now, say that lazy cop they put on the block, his lazy ass ain't want to pull nobody, right? He was being lazy. Now they got the camera, and that shit ain't got to pull nobody over. It just catch 1,000 motherfuckers a day. One camera. That's just that one camera. Now you got a camera over here. That shit catching 1,000 people a day. Do you see how they making money now? So let's go back to the top of the top, because I ain't finished. Like I just said, we don't got to pay no damn cops. We don't got to pay no damn pension. If you get killed on the job, we ain't got to pay you with your wife nothing, because now we got robots. See how they also shitting on police? See that? I just wanted to show y'all it's about humans. See how they shit? Remember all them police officers thought they was the shit because they had their job and their badge and their gun? Well, this is how they shitted on them, because they ain't no longer needed. Why? Because of corrupt cops too. Corrupt cops getting lawsuits, costing cities around America all this money. So you know what they said? A lot of cops been hired back in the day. They also know a lot of cops are stupid. That's why we know what? The past couple years, you got to have a degree to be an officer. Some type of schooling and training, because it's digital. So I just wanted to show y'all. Now, like I say, let's come back to date. This Bank of America scare was to let you know what's to come. And like I said last night to the people, if they really want to fuck with you, if they really want to mess with us, all they got to do is shut down the bank account, shut off the power. Like I said, I'm going to say it again. That's like you wake up tomorrow and you can't access your bank account. Then, let's say, for about three days to a week, nobody in America can get in their bank account. What's going to happen after that? A recipe for disaster, right? So, if they can make everybody spaz out because nobody can get in their goddamn account and people start wilding out, now we got an excuse to unleash the dogs and RoboCop. See? What's the science? Cause and effect. Well, we need a cause so we can effectively release these shits on the people. So they just waiting for you to get out of pocket. They waiting for that chaos to come so they can unleash their new toys. Because don't forget, these are their toys. See, we love cars with rims. They love stuff like this that shoot, train to kill, and shit like that. Mind you, I'm going to have to do a whole nother special on the drones. This is just on land. We ain't dealing with the sky yet. This is just land. And you see these robot dogs look totally different from the other ones. I'm just showing you. It's different companies making them. Which means what? A lot of investments been made. And a lot of people getting rich off of them. And these are what's going to be used. And this is just the first test run. Now let's continue on to something else I told y'all about. In my opinion, Oklahoma high school basketball, gunshots go off at a game. Horrifying video. This is just my opinion. What's up, Latavia? This is my opinion. I told y'all, a lot of these so-called shootings, in my opinion, are people hired to do these shootings. At the clubs, at public locations. That's my opinion. In my opinion, they get Manchurian candidates to do these acts. So why the hell would somebody be in a high school gym shooting a gun? You know, I'm going to tell you why I'm saying this shit, because I told you already. You know why I'm saying this? Because you got to peep one thing, what happens. A mass shooting happened in this gym. And you know it was a black school. Guess what's the kicker? They allegedly don't know who did it. The person got away. So when I see stuff like that, I start thinking of paid actors. And what I mean by paid actors, somebody got to act out the role of the mass shooter, and somebody got to go put the work in. So I'm trying to tell y'all, this is something I also learned back in the day. I learned this through studying. This is why I learned that it will never be truces and peace amongst the gangs. What up, Pone? I learned it will never be peace amongst the gangs, see? Whenever we want to come together on any level, they will purposely send out agents to disrupt. And they said this was going on back in Cali. Like whenever the gang tension to die down and truces would be formed, they would send an agent out to go kill rival gangs and get the war back popping again. And they said they've been doing this shit forever. Police disguised as criminals going out doing shootings, things like that. Yeah. But I give you the proof. Did they not show us when Biggie, that whole Biggie situation got killed? Didn't so-called happen? A cop name came up that was an alleged gangbanger? Because this shit been going on for years, allegedly. That a lot of these crimes been happening. They say a lot of time it was dirty ass cops. That's what they were showing you in Training Day. That some of the dirty cops was the main ones keeping a lot of this shit going. You had dirty cops selling drugs. You had dirty cops keeping the hood fucked up in shambles. Also, dirty cops doing their work through dirty ass CIs, confidential informants. These are different programs they ran on the hood to keep us fucked up. So whenever we wanted to just mind our business and get our money, they always had motherfuckers in the hood to disrupt shit. So when I see a shooting like this and he got away, I already know what time it is. Why? Common sense, y'all. If one of us tried that shit, you're going to be locked up real quick. But if this motherfucker got away at a high school basketball game, and guess who promoted it? TMZ? Man, I already know what time it is. That's just my opinion. Now let's continue on to something else. But I'm going to go back to the other topic. Usain Bolt, allegedly one of the fastest men in the world, right? Well, he got robbed. 12.7 million goes missing from track legend Usain Bolt investment account, leaving him with 12 grand. You see that? 12 million left him with 12 grand. Because these people are robbing people. And also, this all applies with crashing of the dollar. Why you think your money in the bank, but they're going to tell you how you're going to regulate your own fucking money? Oh, you getting charged for this, charged for that. Does not the bank put us on a goddamn allowance like we fucking kids? Yes, they do. Because that's their way of taking control. They say the biggest gangsters in the world are the bankers. That's what I heard. Yeah, this man got robbed, y'all. He got robbed. Bible say he got robbed for $12 million. See that? Also, the people they hire, these so-called accountants, these so-called counselors, they the ones doing the robbing for the banks. So guess what? If this man can get robbed for $20 million, what you think can happen to the regular citizen? Thanks, dear. Thanks, dear. Thanks for supporting the channel. See? That's why I say, I told y'all before, when you see the celebrities, you look at them as an avatar or icon. What does that mean? Well, you know what an app is on your phone, right? When you see the app, you know what it means. You see that F, it means Facebook. What does Facebook mean? That's where you go to take pictures, selfies. It's something that it leads to. These people are used to show you where things go. So when you see Wendy Williams get her shit shut down, when you see another rich person get booked for their money, what you think will happen to the average person? You can get booked for you can get robbed for your whole bank account right now, and what'll happen, y'all? They'll sit there and make you prove that shit. What happened? Once you complain about my money gone, now they're gonna make you prove the shit. They're gonna make it like you had something to do with the shit. And they're gonna dictate to you your own fucking money. Am I lying? Am I flying? Well, that's the power the banks got. And they say this is what's going on. But the banks are the same ones giving out the loans to make these. So like somebody say, your money in the bank is used for the shit they want to do. Your money goes to the loans to these companies that make shit like this. They got to get the money from somewhere. They go get loans. Get it? That's why I said everybody's in cahoots. And this is going on all around the world. It's not just here. Nothing is on us. That's why I told you. Nothing is just about your city, your block no more. Your town, your state. This shit is worldwide. The whole world is being set on one frequency. That is the one world order. One thing. Now let's go back to what we got to get back into to give you updates to show y'all what I've been telling y'all. Child trafficker recruited girls and sold their services online. See that? What else I told my people? I told you that's the stereotype they use to promote everything foul. But I want to show you how this dude was pimping the black community. Child trafficker recruited girls and sold their services online, gets a 472 prison term for what he did to the victims. Stop right there. What did I tell y'all on this channel? Did I not tell you? The new form of this shit is your child, your family member getting snatched the fuck up, put in the basement somewhere, put in the chamber somewhere, and they're going to make them do online videos. That is a new form of pimping. Pimping is now called sex trafficking. See, they knew a lot of people in America was pimping and hoeing. See, they knew men was getting paid working with women, they knew about all that shit from the strip club, selling pussy. They knew about all that shit. So now they created some new shit. And the niggas that was getting money off the street in the strip club, they can't eat no more. So now niggas are desperate. So now niggas is trying to get women. Did I not tell y'all half of them IG models are kidnapped chicks? Y'all want to believe that shit, do you? All you got to do is start paying attention. All you got to do is start paying attention to them IG models' backgrounds. You'll peep. They don't never show you them outside on no real lifestyle. You're just going to see them. I'm telling you, a lot of them are fucking held hostage in certain places. Now, you got to understand something too. Now, see, if a person get held hostage, they might not be in the basement. They might have them somewhere exotic, but it's far away. You don't know where the fuck it's at. Or they don't even know where they at. They can have them in the woods, the mountains. They can have them on an island somewhere. You get it? And the whole time, they got them held hostage working. Got that chick playing with dildos. Whole time, they film her getting paid. And she ain't got no choice. Why? Because they got the doors surrounded. They got her on lockdown. They got big guns in the house. She can't go nowhere. And she ain't got no phone. Get it? That's how easy it is with this new trafficking. Salute, Kim. What's up, Kim? Kim James up in here. Thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for supporting, like you always do. Thank you, All Artists Mental, for supporting. This is what I'm trying to tell you. See, look, when you walking around now and you're a victim, guess what? You a walking bag. You ever heard that saying? You a walking bag, meaning you a come up. See, because for a sex trafficker, the more people they take, the more money they get. Then, not only can they use a young female to do a lot of pornographic videos and get paid offline and cash apps like that, put on OnlyFans, get paid, then they can turn around and sell her to somebody else. Then after they sell to somebody else, they can get finished with her, chop her up, and get paid off her organs, sell that. Told you, humans are the biggest commodity now. This is what the streets are dealing with. But you know, a black man had to be the poster child in the face. It ain't just black people doing this. Y'all know I showed y'all yesterday. We spoke about what? This right here. Boom, a white man. What'd he do? He tried to snatch this person out of the drive-thru. Guess what? They caught his ass. They caught him. He got caught, y'all. How he get caught? 5G technology. Caught his ass. But I wanted to show y'all the desperation of how people getting snatched. But I told you, you ain't going to believe that shit till it happened to you and your people. But this is the number one agenda. Drugs ain't moving. Now, what's moving? Them humans. So they knew this was going to happen. They knew in the last day, people would be so desperate, they was going to start stealing people. Raping, robbing, and pillaging. They already knew this. So what they do? They made sure they put certain technology into play before these things started occurring. I told you they already know what's going to come. But you got to understand this picture because it speaks a million words right here. Whenever you see somebody desperate to steal somebody out of a fucking restaurant, that lets you know the price of human beings have went up. So that's why I told you, not only are you worth more dead than alive, a poor person is worth a whole lot of money because they're already fucking poor anyway. They're in the ghetto. Guess what? The ghetto is where they do the fishing at. Did you know that? The ghetto where they do the fishing. Why? Because little young girls and little young boys walk around every day, all day. All hours of the night, all hours of the morning. Then they reckless in the hood. That's where they go fishing at. You get it? Told y'all, man, this shit is a nightmare we in right now. But guess what? I'm going to tell you, the number one way to counter this shit is you got to be smart. And you can't think shit ain't going to happen. But I want to show y'all. This man got 472 years in prison because guess what? They made him the face of that shit. But we know goddamn well it's way more than that. Do we not know about Pizzagate? Do we not know about high officials that's into this same shit? Did I not just do a special yesterday on Madonna? Madonna's into it too. But like I told you, see, I'm going to show you the scapegoat. See, you let Madonna get away with trafficking. And you get a whole 472 years to the black man. So that means he got the time for about 100 people. That's how you make him the face. The same way we broke down and I broke it down, they did the same thing. What they do, y'all? They'll let all the drugs come in, but every now and then they'll catch 1 or 2 boats. But after they catch this boat, then they'll let 100 more boats come in. See that? You catch one trafficker, you let 1,000 more traffickers get off. See what I'm going to show you how the game, man. This is what they're doing. But this man was pimping girls. He was trafficking Children. That means underage women. Underage black kids. Now let's continue on. Former judges who sent kids to jail for kickbacks must pay more than $200 million. Why am I talking about this story? To get y'all proof of what been happening. What? That they've been getting paid off locking our ass up since we were teenagers. Getting paid. Do you understand why crime had to always exist? Now you see why they always had to promote crime on us. Now you see why when we was kids, crime had to be embedded in your brain to do crime and be a criminal your whole fucking life. Fuck your background up. Don't be able to have shit in your name. Just go to jail, come home, and do the same shit again. Because they've been getting paid. People have put their kids through Harvard, Yale, and every other university off of us getting locked up. This is why I'm trying to tell y'all this shit is over now. It's at the end of this shit. This shows you the end. What's the end? We let y'all get paid off locking up them black kids. But now we don't need y'all no more. Because matter of fact, we done got so many black kids out the way and we already got a plan for them all. We don't even need y'all corrupt ass no more. But this is what's showing you, y'all. So let's look at every face, right? Remember when I told y'all the racism you think with the KKK and all that, white supremacy? This is the real racism right here. Well, what? They just showed you. They was getting kickbacks for every person they sent to jail. Well, we already knew this. Did we not learn, my people, that what? Legal aids get paid a bonus to make your ass plead guilty? They've been doing that shit forever. But my point is this. They got to pay back $200 million. Because they said many. You know what this really means? That means they have ruined. Let's just say they ruined 1 million black people's life. Fuck it. By what? Locking them up as kids. And a lot of time it was shit they didn't do. But they all got paid. And they bought big houses. You get it? Big bank accounts. Family straight. Pay for their grandma nursing. My point is they've been getting paid off us forever. When we gonna stop? Now you see why everything that was created was used as a tool against us, or they needed us to indulge in that shit for their financial gain. That's why I'm telling y'all, I'm showing y'all the gig is up now, y'all. Everybody have got rich off us. Whether we volunteered to make them rich or they tricked us to make them rich. Now you see why I shit on Martin Luther King? Because he was the one that told us to come together with these people that have been kicking us up the ass the whole time. But we neither here nor there. Showing y'all this right here real quick. This ain't about nothing. I'm going to show y'all. Actor Julian Sands missing after hiking California mountains following winter storm. What did I tell y'all? Didn't I tell you? When a lot of these people go to these caves, remember I showed y'all? Y'all know we went into it. The pyramids, things of that nature. Did I not tell you that a lot of them end up dead going to these places trying to call themselves mountain rock climbing? Sometimes they wind up dead for different reasons. You know why sometimes they end up dead? Because sometimes they start learning too much. Sometimes they come across certain information they ain't supposed to know. And before they let the information get out, they end up dead. Then some of this shit is spiritual. They go into our places of our ancestors, fucking with shit, and they ass ending up dead. But I want to show you this shit after I already showed you the pyramids in California. I just wanted to show y'all this shit. That when they get money, their whole world revolves around us. Whether it's our history, our present, or worried about our future. That's why they study us on social media. Now I'm going to show y'all something else I was talking about yesterday. French City asked Madonna to lend a painting lost during World War I. World War I. The painting, which depicts Roman goddess Diana, was once on display in the Armenian Museum, but was lost after Germany bombed the city in 1918. I already broke down. See, a lot of those wars was going on was to clean up all the traces of black residue across these states. You see, you got to know history to know that Europe was originally black. And in the early 1900s, it was a lot of artifacts and proof of that. A lot of that stuff had to be destroyed, disguised under world wars. And certain people that were still in Europe with high levels of melanin, allegedly, they say they had to go. And that's what a lot of these wars was about, and Hitler and the rest of that stuff. Allegedly, I don't know. But I'm going to show y'all this picture right here. This is the picture that Madonna got. Now, Madonna owned this picture. It's from France, but she got her hands on it. The picture is worth $1 $1.8 million. 1.3. Now, I'm sure I'm going somewhere with this. Now, I showed y'all, look, man, out of all the things, why Madonna naming this shit? Because Madonna is an agent. Madonna, I told you, she is the whore of all whores. She is the reappearance of these so-called goddesses. But I want to show y'all something about Babylon. This is an image of Diana. Diana is Madonna. Did you know that? All these shits are the same people. Ishtar, same people. I showed you the Queen of Heaven. But these same gods and goddesses have many different names, but they represent the same people. But this is the picture that Madonna got, 1.3 million. But it was taken during World War I. But my point is this. See that entity right there? That's Madonna right there. That represents the Queen of Heaven. That entity you see, that little child, that represents the remember the birth? Remember the whole image of mother and child that you see with Mary and the baby? That's that right there. But my point is this. I just wanted to show you how Madonna name came up in this shit. And all of a sudden, Madonna name back trending. Right after I just finished talking about Madonna yesterday. Because she is that, and that is her. See, y'all don't understand. See, these spirit. Remember when J. Edgar Hoover said there would never be another black Messiah? Well, they understand that certain entities that was written about every couple of years come to the earth in human form. That's what was said. They say every couple of years a so-called Christ entity hits the planet and comes in a physical form. Certain demonic entities come in the earth in human form, and they got to play roles. They say every couple of so-called years these things occur. So when the goddess Diana made herself known to the planet in our current time, allegedly she came in the form of Madonna. This is why Madonna is praised and put on a pedestal. And if you see the work she does the same exact thing as the so-called Queen of Heaven. But I ain't going to get too much of that. I just wanted to show you. I speak facts around here. Very futuristic, but I'm going to bring you back up to the future. Now let's get back to what's going on right now. But you, Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book until the time of the end. Many shall run to and from, and knowledge shall increase. Do y'all see what time we in right now? Do y'all see what time we in? Now let me break this down in my opinion. This is the time we in right now. This is why they had to shut the book. Shut the words and seal the book. Meaning what? Lockdown. Remember I told you Hollywood was shut down? Remember I told you the rappers are shut down? Because everybody on the oath, they told them shut the fuck up. It's sealed. What does that mean? Things are shut down until the end, until the time of the end. Many shall run, meaning you're going to try to run from what's going down. You're going to try to run from the new world, but they got it planned out with your ass is not going to be able to run. Therefore, you have to do what? Your knowledge shall increase, meaning you only going to make it if you smart. How many times I told y'all that? Now, mind you, I didn't read this first. I pulled it up. I've been telling you this shit. It ain't that I'm smarter than nobody. I just watch what's going on. Why? The Most High gave you eyes to see. You got 5 senses. And I told you, you got labeled as a piece of property because they took away your 2 senses. This is why they call you 3/5 of a human being, aka a fucking animal, or actually a box, a fucking anything. You're a refrigerator. Fuck it. But my point is this: 3/5 of a human being. They said it was a big joke. That what? They took your eyes. Get it? And they took your ears. Therefore, you're less than human. You can't hear the truth. You can't see the truth. You're not even fucking human. Do you get it? This is how they've been running you. My whole point is this. It tells you knowledge shall increase. What does that mean? You have to educate yourself. You have to be on point with the times. You have to be on point. And what else does mean? You have to do your own research for you and your family. You got to be on point with this shit. Nobody's going to save you. Nobody's going to help you. Because that's why I say many shall run. What happened when the pandemic hit? Did a lot of people start running? Where they run from? California, New York, Cali, Florida, down south. Everybody started running. How did get everybody start running? Scared them half to death with a vax. Everybody started running, right? I told you a lot of people that was running ended up homeless and fucked up. Because what they telling you is, it's already written. The things that will come in the last day, you ain't going to be able to run from that shit. So what? You have to have the proper knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in order to deal with what they about to unleash or to even adapt to the world we about to live in. But Daniel was told to shut up the words and seal the book. No more talking. We're going to see who's smart now. This is why things are coming where it's at. Did they not also say when it was written that things basically have to hit rock bottom for things to get back right? And it's not called a reset. But remember, they said a key figure will appear on the earth after all this stuff happened. That's what they said. I don't know if it's true, but I told you 1,000 times, if you don't understand the script that is written, you're not going to understand the key players of the movie. Therefore, you in the movie, you don't know your role. You don't know who you up against. That's why I was trying to tell my people that most of my people run their fucking mouth and don't understand this shit. You have to be a very high observer. Because I'm telling you, the way it's set up, you're going to run, but you ain't going to make it unless your knowledge increase. So this is why I told you I ain't got time to be dumb. Remember when I told you I ain't dumbing down no more? Because if I'm dumbing down, I'm dumbing my people down. Why am I dumb down in a time when my people need to be the most alert? Who my people? Anybody that take heed to what's going on. That's why I told you this ain't about race. Something different going on. Now let's take a look, y'all. Genesis, which means what? In the first book, the first chapter. And the Lord said, behold, there are one people and they have all one language. And this is only the beginning of what they will do. And nothing that they propose to do will now be impossible for them. What is this talking about? Well, according to the story, this is what happened in Babylon, right? Allegedly, it was people coming together trying to go against the Most High or conspiring against the Most High or trying to do a whole bunch of shit like they the Most High. And the Most High, what happened? Knock their shit down. And then what? Scatter their ass out. But what happened? You'll see every now and then throughout years of history, them same people he scattered always trying to get back together. And when they get back together, what they doing? They always got some type of plan. They always meeting behind the scenes. But those are the same people that was in the land of Babel. The same people that it was written. Let me repeat it again. Behold, they are one people and they have all one language. Also, that represents how you got like birds of a feather flock together. Like if that nigga's a liar, he full of shit. Now I'm talking about the 10 people he run with is a liar and full of shit, meaning they speak one language. You get it? You are the company you keep. You speak one language. When you're down with the devil, that's one language. Do you understand that? They are one people and they all have one language. And this is only the beginning of what they will do. See where we at right now? This is just the beginning of what they will do. What the fuck did I just show you? Yes, I use certain words. This is just the beginning of what they will do. Do you get it now? This is the beginning of what they will do. I don't play when I come on this shit. And it's just entertainment. I'm just giving you real entertainment. See, this is just the beginning of what they do. Well, how we prove that? Well, we know they got the dogs, right? But we ain't seeing them yet. They didn't unleash them yet. So what does that mean? We just at the beginning. We at the beginning of the end. Like the final chapter, but you at the beginning of the final chapter. You get it? Like let's say chapter 12, the end of the book. We at the beginning of that last chapter. But let's show you something. And this is only the beginning of what they will do. And nothing that they propose to do will now be impossible for them. Remember, the whole time they was trying to be like the Most High. Well, guess what? In the garden, this is about the garden. They tapped into certain knowledge and information. And ever since then, they've been on the warpath. Or meaning ever since then, they've been trying to be like the Most High, compete with the Most High, and they've been doing everything to go against the grain. because they want to be smarter than the Most High. Did they not say that they said that the man from the dark side, he wants to sit on the throne high above the clouds. He want to sit up high, just like the Most High. Did it not break down to you, which I spoke, when the so-called fallen angels came down, they landed on Mount Hermon. They landed on top of the mountain. The mountain sits above the clouds. Darkness sits in the north. I told you that. This is why they have the eye in the sky. This is why they watch everything you do. And that eye in the sky is the middleman between you and the Most High. Do you understand that? The chemtrails is what blocks you from communicating with the Most High. Do you understand that? You thought they were just spraying for nothing, huh? That spraying allegedly is so nothing can go up and nothing can come down spiritually. When you crack that code, you understand what I'm talking about. And nothing that they propose to do will now be impossible for them. Now you see why I told you their whole life is spending all their money into figuring out shit in the new world. Their whole thing is to put all their money into going against the grain and trying to be God on the planet. That's why on the back of your money is saying, God we trust. That's why everybody understands in this world, when you become a millionaire, you become a God. Now y'all understand this shit? Because once you become a God, nothing that you propose to do will be impossible. Why? They fly G5s, G4s. They can fly when they want. They can get on the water when they want. They can go around the world whenever they want. They can go in space when they want. Because money is what makes them God on the planet. That's why on the back of the dollar bill, you'll see the words New World Order, but it's written in Latin. And you'll also see in God We Trust, because this shit was written thousands of years ago. So that's why now y'all see why I told my people, you smart, but you ain't that smart. Ain't none of us as smart as we think we are. Because that's why you was told to seek knowledge from the cradle to the grave. And once you think you know it all, you already fucking lost. Why? Because they understand they don't know it all. That's why every day they seek knowledge, do experiments, invest, trying to find out new knowledge. They always trying to crack codes. They showed you Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom, all these movies of them trying to figure out shit, find out shit. You showed Da Vinci Code. That's their whole life. Remember when I told y'all hip-hop was over? I told you, because they the ones that said it was over. They the ones that stole it. That's why I told you in history, the greatest rapper of all time will be Eminem, whether you like it or not. Because nothing that they propose to do will now be impossible for them. So now they can be rappers. They can be whatever they want. Because it's the world they built. Showing y'all, man. But anyway, I ain't going to hold y'all because I started late today. This ties into that too. Job cuts in tech sector spread. Microsoft lays off 10,000. Why? Because they used a lot of the nerds up. They used them up, and now they asked out. Don't forget, these world crises is not just for poor people. It's actually making poor people. What's that? Meaning you could have been a tech or work for a particular company, your ass get laid off, and you caught up in all your fucking bills, and now you caught up in some shit. This shit is going to affect everybody. Don't forget, they say the corporations is nothing but the new plantation. So corporations will use your ass to do a whole lot of work, and when they finish with you, they'll fucking get rid of your ass. Did not Elon Musk fire everybody at Twitter? Did we not hear about Amazon laying everybody off? Who the fuck you think Amazon was laying off? Who the number one people you seen working at Amazon during the pandemic? Huh? How many of your people worked at Amazon before the pandemic and after the pandemic? I'll tell you, I keep it real. I applied for Amazon like in 2018. I ain't get the job. But then all of a sudden, everybody was working for Amazon in the pandemic. Why? They needed niggas to drive them trucks and do the hard labor. Once they use niggas to do all the hard work, they put niggas in the warehouse. Now the economy slow, they laying niggas off. See that? But while they laying you off, my brother, at Amazon, that shit might make you homeless. It might make you fucked up out here. That's the shit they doing on purpose. False hope. That's why I said the number one way really is going to have to be business. What kind of business? Guess what? You got to really be in the digital world now. We all have to learn this shit. We have to learn. They said it. If you don't, Mark Cuban said, if you do not learn this new world stuff, new AI, you're going to be fucked. You're going to be left out the loop. You see why everybody ran out to start their own business? Yeah, they let you do that because they knew business was going to be obsolete. Why? If you start a business right now, say you start a restaurant, if you ain't got DoorDash, Grubhub attached to your shit ain't going to be so successful. You have one way or another, you're gonna have to comply with technology to be successful. This is why, if y'all don't know, the number one business online in America has been e-commerce, meaning people have been making more money off clothing offline than any fucking store. That's why if you go shopping still, you're considered a dinosaur. But every now and then we go shopping to pick up little pieces, but we don't go shopping and come home with a bunch of bags. That's considered dinosaur behavior now. Why? Because you can do all the shopping in the privacy of your home and have access to the newest things and get the best sales online. Part of the new world. So even my people that's in fraternities, I don't be trying to shit on y'all. I'm just trying to let y'all know that y'all ain't better than nobody else. And even y'all got a responsibility. That what? Y'all got to stop playing and stop going against your people. And y'all got to understand that all y'all in these groups, y'all been being used as tools and slaves too. What's the difference? Well, some of us was in the field. Y'all was just in the house. What's the house? The corporation. Or what's the house? The house of your organization, dummy. They've been using you too. They've been using all of us. That's all I'm trying to tell y'all. Got to break them spells. So yes, like I said, right? You in the lodge, you in these organizations, you got the tools, but you don't know how to use them for your own people. You like a person, you just like a mechanic. See, I'm gonna be real with all my people that's in these frats and organizations. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Y'all are no different from a mechanic that got all these tools, but he don't know how to use them. But he called himself a mechanic. You got all these tools in your box. You don't know how to use a goddamn wrench. Get it? Y'all got tools, but you're not using them for the right thing. See the difference in a white mason? They're gonna help their people 24/7. Yeah. I'm just giving you an example. You see, when them so-called white people in fraternities, they don't even let you know. And guess what else they do? They're gonna help their people. See, y'all get in these groups and y'all shit on your people and try to get a pat on the head from the boss. But he calls you a nigga behind your back too. And he laughs at you because you don't know your real history. My point is this. If you're going to get their tools, at least know how to use them for your benefit. That's all I'm saying. So I ain't here to shit on nobody. I'm just telling you, a lot of shit got to come to an end. That's right. One thing you got to that's the number one thing I want y'all to understand. The most important thing about those vaccinations, all you got to know is they are all monetized. They are all on stock markets. People get paid off them vaccines. That's what all that shit is about too. Money. Follow the money. Every new drug that gets created, it's a new market, a new bag. Every new entity, anything created in this world is revenue. Get it? Oh, you thought they just built cancer institutions for nothing? Man, America banks on people getting sick. It's always been part of the game. You think people go to, hold on, let's break this shit down real simple, y'all. I'm going to explain this shit to you so simple. You think people go to college for 12 years to get doctor's degrees, get 6 figures in debt to become a doctor and nurses just for nothing? No, it don't work like that. They do that shit to get paid. Therefore, they got to get paid off them drugs. They got to get paid off them surgeries. They got to get paid off them vax. That's how they get their money. And those same doctors, say that doctor that's giving you the vax, he the same doctor that got money invested in that company. I got to know how this shit works. They don't go to school for 12 years for nothing, just to help people. No, to get paid. I spent 6 figures on this degree, but this degree is going to make me 8 figures. This was the whole purpose of going to college. But when we went to school, the key was to dumb us the fuck down so we would hate school and never go to college. That's the only credit we got to give to Bill Cosby because he knew the game. Why you think on the Cosby Show, he was a fucking doctor and he promoted going to college? Because he knew that if we didn't get college educated, we would be finished. It sounds lame and corny, right? But I'm just telling y'all the honest God truth. Even if you run a business, the successful people in business have degrees, y'all. But enough of us didn't go get degrees. And then the ones of us that got degrees, they went against us. They didn't help us. See that? They decided to get paid off us. Man, this shit been going on. And I told you the number one people that been doing this shit is our own people, man. That's right. The doctors and pharmaceutical companies have seminars together. What else, y'all? You always heard about Big Pharma, right? Well, Big Pharma is nothing to play with. Why you think when you at home minding your business, you see ads all day, right? And we already know what it said at the end of that ad, some fucked up shit gonna happen to you, right? Well, you took this, now you fucked up this, you gotta still come back to us, and we still get paid. Why? I'm gonna get paid off fixing your broke down ass, and I'm getting paid off the medicine I told you to go get. Do you understand the 3-card Molly hustle? They did it to all our elders. Now they're doing it to us. That's why they was going to say what? We are the number one people of heart risk disease, cancer, HIV. Get it? That is what been placed on us. What they really saying? That we are the sickest people on the planet. We always fucking sick. We got weak immune systems, and we don't take care of ourselves. That's really what they be saying. Lipinski, what up, bro? Shout out to my people in Cali that get up super early to pull up. And my people that's all over the world. You had to put something together today. But I just wanted to show y'all. This is about artificial intelligence. But guess what? What's the key word? Artificial. What does artificial mean? Fugazi. But guess what? If you have intelligence, you don't got to worry about artificial intelligence. But if you stupid, guess what? Artificial intelligence is now smarter than you. Just like our phones are now smarter than us. Get it? But we was here before the, hold up. If we was here before the phone, how the hell the phone smarter than us now? Because you got dumbed down. And while you was getting dumbed down, they was making the phone smarter. Do you understand the game now? Telling you right here, because this stuff was trending. See that 6 days ago. This has been trending all week, every day. Are you ready for artificial intelligence? This is what, you know, the so-called white people y'all talk about. This is what they talking about every day. While you worried about nigger shit. I got to use those words. I'm being honest with you. Because when I seen that rich man, Mark Cuban, say what he said, basically, the next 3 years, you're going to be a dinosaur. I did the math in my head. I said, this fool really talking about 2026. What's 2026? Well, they already told us that would be the standard year for electrical cars and everything else. See, it's deeper than just electrical cars. That's just a piece of the shit. What's the other half? Well, when niggas be out here trying to steal electric cars, we got the electric dog to get their ass. See that? They know all across America, you've been running to the gun store buying out all the fucking guns, right? That's why they got this. Do you understand this shit? Did I not say on this channel? I'm gonna say it again. I told y'all, people probably thought I was hating. This nigga just talking. I told you, you can go buy the guns you want. They can just blow your house off the fucking map. But they ain't gonna do that. Or you got 100 guns, you don't want to come out, they're going to just send 100 dogs at you. Then what you going to do? What you going to do when you got 20 of these surrounding your house? But we know niggas in the hood, they stupid. They be still killing the sky, wasting bullets, shooting on New Year's. Killing the sky. But you killing the sky, my brother, but you ain't ready to kill one of these. That's why I'm showing you how we already lost. Just showing y'all the real shit. It's the real shit right here. And my point is this, they just waiting for the right time to unleash these motherfuckers. And they already paid off of them. So guess what? We can say we didn't know nothing about it. Which means what? We didn't invest not one penny into this shit. But all the people that did invest, they rich. They rich now because they already manufactured. I'm showing you also too different breeds. This is different from these. These are different brands. That brand is different from these. That's 3 different brands. This is 4 different brands. This is 5 different brands. I'm showing you all the different brands. What does different brand mean, my family? That means they're being made by different companies. This is another brand. See that? Different companies, which means what? Another brand. Means people been getting rich off of this shit. And they already manufactured. See that? No, you better not put your babies in a remote control car. But they understand there's a lot of people that are stupid and they're going to do it. Because I'm going to be honest, you got to be fucking stupid to let a car drive you around in public. Well, guess what? Everything fucking got a glitch, don't it? Does not your phone fuck up every now and then? Do I not be on this live? Every now it fucks up? Well, guess what? Electric cars can fuck up every now and then. That's just my opinion. Nothing man-made is 100%. Y'all know that. It can be very highly accurate, but nothing man-made is perfect. I'm also going to give you the jewel. Everything they plan don't always come out perfect. That's why they got to do what? Go back to the drawing board. Because we know that the Most High is the master planner of all planners. But you got to remember this too. Some of the things that they doing, the Most High allows it to happen. Why? Because you've been hard-headed and rebellious, and you don't understand and believe. You don't pray. You don't think. You don't give thanks for nothing. So sometimes you got to get your ass whipped, and then you'll start appreciating shit. Who was the man on the planet sanctioned to whip your ass? Ta-da! The people that made this machine. These are the ones here to sit here to kick your ass. Why? Because you don't listen to the Most High. So the Most High let people do what they do. That's why I told you, these people ain't got all the power you think they got. They just know who they are and what role they play on the planets. That's the only difference. You know the role you're supposed to play, but you don't want to play that role. Therefore, you're always going to suffer. Why? Because it's already been written. That what? Shut up the words and seal the book until the end time, or until the time of the end. Many shall run to and from, and knowledge shall increase. Meaning, the stupid people, the dumb people are going to be running in circles going nowhere. Why you think every story, every major event that happened in history, what happened? It was always people running and fleeing and dying. And then the so-called prophets was the ones that always got out the situation untouched. You got to understand the stories. What does that really mean? Well, the ones who was in tune with the Most High, they always ended up straight. And the people that didn't believe, they're the ones always end up fucked up. That's why I told you, the sheep will always get slaughtered. These are facts. I also showed you written in the first book. And the Lord said, behold, they are one people, and they all have one language. And this is why, and this is only the beginning of what they will do. And nothing that they propose to do will now be impossible for them. What is that? Artificial intelligence makes everything possible. That's why I remember the saying for my people that are smart. It always been a saying. There is nothing impossible on this planet. Nothing is impossible. The saying is, I am possible. Which means what? As long as I'm living, I can make some shape. The powers that be understand them slogans. And ever since they crack these codes, they understand that nothing is impossible. It's just a matter of time of how they perfect it. How the fuck you think they went from the 1800s riding on horseback with wagons to early 1900s flying airplanes? And this is what I was showing y'all with this picture. All you got to do is go back to the history of when man started flying, right? That was around the time of the war in Germany. That was around the time of World War I. What happened in World War I? They perfected the airplanes. All you got to do is know history, family. I'm going to show y'all. Look at the date, 1918. We'll subtract a couple years. What that say, y'all? That means, shit, a couple years before that, slavery had really just ended. I'll break it down even sweeter to you. It's 2023, right? But do you understand? We go back to 1983. That's 50 years ago. But for a lot of people, that's 40 years ago. But it's damn near 50 years. You get what I'm saying? Well, that was the same as that transition of 1918. Meaning, when planes were popping off, slavery was just a couple years before that. Meaning they were just a horse and wagon. But they had tapped into new things. That's why it was written that nothing would be impossible for them. That's why it was written that one day man will fly like birds. But you don't understand the scripture, how to decode it. That meant man would be in planes, in jets, in G5s, in Boeings, flying around. You got to remember when it was written, when no scripture was written, there was no such thing as a damn airplane. But these people have been trying to crack codes on how to do everything that was written. So my point is this. I just want to show y'all that painting Madonna got was from 2018. World War I. World War I symbolizes when they were perfecting the plane. And then they said after World War I, the so-called white men that were in the war came back and burnt down Black Wall Street. Because I told you, during World War I, the blacks that were here in America were getting rich, getting paid, while a lot of their poor ass was in war. You get it? But there was a lot of things going on in World War I. So I wanted to show you World War I, they had perfected flying and different technology. Then remember, once they conquered the so-called Nazis, they started Operation Paperclip, right? Did you not hear that 1,000 times? Because you gotta remember one thing about them people, about Hitler and them boys, they had already tapped into a lot of technology that we deal with today back then. Hovercrafts, hoverboards. They had knew about anti-gravity machines. They was already perfected certain technology. Do you forget that they're the ones that invented the submarine? They're the ones that, do you understand that GPS technology goes back to World War I? You understand that? Shit is 100 years old. But you got to remember one thing. They were dealing with science. Science. Did you not hear about the master race he was trying to build? Or what was he telling us? He was trying to master DNA. He was studying melanin. That's what was going on. And I told you, early 1900s, it was a lot of traces of black faces still in Europe. And a lot of bombs got dropped on some of these places. A lot of y'all got to know your history about the black Russians, black Germans, black British, black Italians, black sisters. You got to know your history. These ain't no secrets. None of this shit is no secret. I just want to show y'all that. What else I'm going to show y'all? Then we're going to get out of here, y'all. Yo, people out here snatching up people. This dude traffic girls online. I want to give y'all the proof of the new form of pimping. It's snatching up kids and making them do dirty stuff on the internet, as well as dumb grown-ups too. He got 472 years, and he is the face of trafficking. But we know he is not the only one. This is going on from all races and all backgrounds. I also showed you that all these mass shootings still going on. Somebody bust some shots at a basketball game in a black high school, and they got away, and they don't know who did it. In my opinion, the crashing or the situation at Bank of America was a test run, a warning that one day we all might wake up and our shits be frozen. And that might be the gaslighting of civil war in America. And that will lead to them unleashing the dogs, unleashing the hounds, unleashing the kraken. These are now in the possession of the military, National Guard, and police. All they're doing now is perfecting the technology. I also showed y'all how 22 years ago, they already made a movie on artificial intelligence. This came out before iRobot and the rest of them. Told y'all, this shit ain't nothing new. What's the saying, y'all? Nothing new under the sun. See why I told y'all how amongst our people they played that generational game? Oh, you from a different generation. Oh, y'all young, y'all don't know no better. Guess what? You from a generation, you was taught to be dumb. They from a generation, they was taught to be dumb. And we all was made dumb. Why? Because don't none of us know shit about artificial intelligence. What I mean by know about it, you can't build nothing AI from scratch. If you put all of us in a room, we cannot create one thing out of artificial intelligence. We couldn't build out one goddamn computer. So what does that really mean? We behind the times, y'all. That's the reality. Because all races around the country, they teaching their kids to get into this shit early. I told you, a lot of the young techs are from other people. You got to remember, Mark Zuckerberg was a nerd, and he was raised amongst tech. That's why he controls us all, because we on his apps every fucking day. That's why he's a god on the planet. Take it or leave it. Mark Zuckerberg is a god in this world. He is not the God. He might not be your God, my God, but he is a God to other people. Why? He blessed the world with social media. Why? Social media is the tool used for social engineering. Mark Zuckerberg gave them the bird's eye view into every melanated person's household and lifestyle. He took the eye in the sky and put that eye in your house. Whether it's Siri, whether it's Alexa, whether it's your goddamn phone or your post on the facial rec, they give praise to Mark Zuckerberg for cracking that code. He is a god on the planet. Now he's trying to get you into the metaverse. But guess what? I'm just showing you how they was already ahead of us. And we have no knowledge of what they do. Because we don't know this stuff. Why? We were busy worried about hip-hop, rappers, gangbanging, wearing gold chains, buying cars, partying, and being asleep. Therefore, we fucking lost. But it's never too late. So these are the challenges all of us got to get in tune with. While you see artificial intelligence, what you see, that white boy face, that little baby boy. What's that? What's AI? You see the boy looking up at the sky. That eye, that little boy represents the future. So the little boys that were born around this time, whether you was that old in 2020, this movie came out 2001. Guess what? Now you're 21. Now you're living in the world of artificial intelligence. This is why the old heads must go. Because what they say, you can't teach your old dog new tricks. You might as well put that old dog to sleep. Put him down. See? You ain't know that word sleep really meant dead. See that? That's why the wise ones, we say we get rest. We don't sleep. We get rest. But you sleep. But you didn't know that means you're dead. What do they say at the vet? We got to put him to sleep. Put the dog down. That means take him out. So a lot of y'all that sleep will eventually be taken out. But you're going to be taken out on your own ignorance. I'm just showing y'all, man. I'm done. I didn't even know I was going to do the episode today, but I had to put something together. I wasn't going to do no reaching because it ain't shit to talk about. I'm done. Shout out to everybody that tuned in that caught it. Shout out to the replay game. Shout out to everybody that supports in every which way. Shout out to the people that appreciate what I do. And shout out to everybody that been saluting me. This is what I've been trying to tell people. When we in this game or this metaverse and you on this internet now, you can't be playing around. This shit has become something else. Yes, a lot of us are real off the internet. But now the two worlds have come together. It's called artificial intelligence. It's called a metaverse. It's called a new world order. This is how shit is. But only the real of us we see the real ones, we always gonna know the difference of what's real and what's fake. But at the same time, this is the world we in. That's all I'm saying. And the thing is, right, you can play whatever role you want to play in this thing. It's all on you. That's it. I'm done. Episode 352 in the books. So now we understand this shit now is all about information, education now. I'm telling y'all, now we see why they try to make our kids super stupid. You see that now? Why no more cursive, no more writing? They failing, man. Pass them anyway. Remember, let's keep it real, y'all. Remember it was a time when kids got left back? You notice they don't get left back no more. Just pass them. Why? So you just pass them, they're going to be stupid, and all our kids are going to pass them in real life. You see that? Artificial intelligence, little white boy. See, your kids are dumb. They don't know nothing about artificial intelligence. That's why they keep them dumb on purpose. Our people have been dumbed down on purpose. It starts in the school when they told you you was a slave. I told you that. It's time to grow up now, y'all. What grow up mean? We got to grow up mentally. We got to stop being children in the mind. And we got to challenge ourselves to learn new things. And we got to change our ways. It's called growing up. That's it. But you trying to grow up because that's like becoming a god, growing up, going to a higher level. A child crawls around and walks around and don't know shit. But when you become adult, you become smarter, right? And as you get older, you get wisdom, right? But that's called growing up. That's where we at with this shit. We got to grow the fuck up now. If we don't grow up, don't worry about it. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. You ain't got to grow up. We got a place for you. Other than that, y'all, I'm done. Salute to the people that caught it, that get it. Just coming with information and a little entertainment. That's all. That's right. You got to know who God's chosen is in that book. What's up, Miss Jackie? You got to know who the chosen. Because look, this is why you have to be focused. This is the whole purpose of meditation, the whole science of praying, is because you have to open up your mind so that you can be alert. My point is this. Just imagine you got an antenna in your brain, and your antenna picks up the frequency you're supposed to be on. But when you all fucked up and discombobulated, your frequency fucked up. Therefore, the Most High trying to holler at you, but you ain't getting the message. You get it? But when you get the antenna right, you'll get all the messages. And therefore, you'll see everything that's going on. I'm going to just put it like that. That's why my whole point is I can't make your radio station be clear. I can't make you be in tune. You can't watch my videos and be in tune. This shit got to be in you, not on you. When you understand that, you'll be all right. That's what I had to learn. What's up? That's right. So now y'all see why I've been telling y'all about spiritual warfare. What's spiritual warfare? Things going on. You might not be able to pinpoint it. You might not be able to prove it. But if something going on and somebody's doing the work, that's spiritual warfare. That the things you up against now, that shit damn near invisible. That's right. That's right. We died from lack of knowledge, and now we're going to suffer from lack of college. It's a fact. See, we wasn't, I'm going to say it again, y'all. See, because it wasn't broke down to me. We wasn't broke down that college determines your salary. We didn't look at it like that. College determines your salary for the future. So anybody fucked up right now or struggling, going through it, trying to make ends meet, I bet you any amount of money, you ain't got no degree. That's just the facts. Or if you got a degree, you got the wrong degree. I'm just being honest, y'all. What's a degree? A notch under your belt. The degree just says, I'm a master at this for information right here. That's all it means. But we did not know that a degree would determine our salary, man. A degree will determine where the fuck you gonna live at. A degree determines your whole life. What community you gonna live in? The degree opens up your options. No degree, smaller options. That's what it's what? Based on who you know, right? But sometimes it's based on what kind of paperwork you got and who you know. So that's why in these last days, our people are going to suffer from lack of college. But guess what? Look how much money we gave to the prisons and penitentiary. That was our college right there. Brothers was in jail the same amount of time. They could have got a doctor's degree. While they was in jail doing 10 years, somebody graduated, somebody was about to damn near get a doctor's degree. The thing is, when he come home, he ain't got shit. He got out of college, he's fucking rich. They've been doing this shit forever, y'all. And they had to brainwash us with all this fucked up shit. So even the people that was in entertainment, if you was into the background scenes, programming, engineering, I told you, they the ones straight right now. Shout out to everybody here. Thanks for putting up, Rondell. Yeah, y'all, I'm just reading the chat. Learn the skill, you can still be successful without college. That's right. You can still be successful without college. And only thing I was saying, that college, man, that shit really determined a lot of shit. But yeah, you got to get college, trade, or if you into business, you got to be a business-minded, hustling individual. And you still can make it, but you got to really be on it. But I'm just saying, the way they got it now, if you do not know about technology, you're not going to be able to really run shit the correct way. That's all it is. That's where we at with this thing, man. That's right. Never trust our enemy. That's right. You need something. You need something. And if you ain't got that, you better know a lot of people in high places. You better, I'm telling you. And now, mind you, we talking about that. We ain't even talking about individuals' background. That's something totally different. But yeah. For my people that know about hip hop, what did Nas say? What did AZ say on Nas' song, Life's a Bitch? Well, not only did he say life's a bitch and you die, did he not say a person's status depends on salary? Did he not say that? But it went right over our head, did it? Because we was trying to be drug dealer. We ain't no shit. We wasn't thinking about no goddamn salary. But your status in America depends on salary, period. It's people that get paid every day to do nothing. Why? They're on salary. They can miss a whole month of work and they're gonna be paid and they bill straight. Why? They're on salary. That's the difference of salary, y'all. This shit is real. I'm just telling you what's told, what's the truth, what should have been told us years ago. This is why a lot of us say F school, because we ain't see the big picture in that shit. What the hell, I'm gonna graduate and go work at McDonald's? Man, fuck this shit. But nobody told us, one day, young man, your life gonna be based on your salary. Nobody told us that shit. Now we learning out the hard way. That everything we thought was cool, now we see that shit ain't get us nowhere. And everything we thought was lame, man, that shit popping right now. Revenge of the Nerds. Never forget I told y'all that. I'm done. Shout out to Wax. Shout out to everybody that support. That's right. He said I got my first job to my friend. That's right. But guess what, y'all? They do that with their people all the time. They know that white boy is dumb as bricks, dumb as a box of rocks. But his homeboy got the plug, and he gonna plug him in. And guess what? He gonna plug him in as a goddamn manager or supervisor. Goddamn. That's how they do. That's why I was telling you. Our people, they get a position. They don't do shit for us. They don't even help us out a little bit. That's why I get on their head. It ain't hate. I'm just getting on your head. Why? You got shit a position, but you don't help nobody but your own. Sitting around jacking off all day, watching your people go down the gutter. All you want is a pat on the back. Good job. Good job, Miss So-and-so. Good job, Mr. So-and-so. That's all you want is a pat. But your people fucked up out here. So that's why we holding y'all accountable. That's why we slaying y'all out here. Why? Because y'all took oaths to go against us. Now we in the last day, and y'all think y'all just gonna ride off to the sunset. No, we got charges on half of y'all. You feel me? Yeah, that's why we slay y'all. We slay y'all so-called puppets. That's all you are is a puppet. But I understand some of our people, they play the role of a puppet, but they're really smart. I get it. Those are the people that, I'm just going to say shout out to the people that's in certain places that do good work. I'm going to just leave it at that. But a lot of y'all, you doing all these steps, and that steps ain't about shit. I'm going to just leave it at that, man. I ain't trying to knock nobody. I'm just being honest. It ain't that our people suffering now. Y'all got to understand how much they really are about to suffer. Because it was already written that we just starting off this end game. The end game is just starting out. I mean, they just getting started. So what that mean, y'all? That mean we ain't even see what's about to really go down. We ain't got a clue. The same way, right? The meal's getting prepped. Got the ingredients, went food shopping, but you don't know how that meal gonna look until it's laid out on the table. See, we know everything they doing, but they ain't lay it all out yet. And when they lay it all out, that's when the shit gonna hit the fan. So that's just all this stuff is just my opinion. It's not actual facts, but this is how I see things, because it is what it is. Artificial intelligence, they say if you're not in tune, you ain't gonna make it out here. And this is what's being spoken of by the rich and the powers that be. And they're giving their warnings. Those are the warnings. Those are the warnings. That's them putting it out there in your face. So I'm just telling y'all what's going on. So on that note, I'm about to get out of here. I'm still reading the chat. I wish I was thinking about myself when in college. They put so much pressure on me that I came home after 2 years to not be a burden. Yeah, it happens. It happens. Salute Lipinski once again. They think salary is something you put on the salad. Yeah, man. People don't understand. See, I didn't understand that shit. Your self-esteem, your confidence, your whole life aura changes once you're on salary. Because you know why? It gives them security. And they can go home to their kids and wife and know everything is straight. Because daddy got the bag. Mama got the money. We straight. It's going to come in regardless. Like, I'm on salary. And guess what? I'm on salary for 20-something years till I decided to retire. We straight. That's what all that shit was about. They knew we would always have broken homes. Because why? You see what I'm saying? I'm just going to leave it at that. They already knew we was going to have broken homes. This is why the attack always been on the family. Keep them stupid. Keep them bickering. Keep them divided. Keep them dumb as a box of rocks at all times. And this is how we will conquer them. We no longer need, we don't hang them from trees no more. We don't crack whips. We don't got to do that. We just keep them dumb as fuck. And that's how we will run this shit. And at the same time, we're going to take all their money. Matter of fact, we ain't going to take it. We just going to let them give it to us. That's all they've been doing, y'all. So that's why you see why I had to shut down that white supremacy, because I told you, they're not supreme. You make them supreme. They're really just regular-ass people, man. That's it. That's right. Salutes. That's right. You can work 100 hours, but get paid for 80. That's right. And also, let me clarify this. I'm not just promoting salary. I ain't just telling you go be a slave and go work. Ain't about that shit right now. It's about security now. And this is what they're banking on. You having no security, no references, nobody to vouch for you, no good standings, fucked up credit score. And yes, we are going into the social credit score. But once that social credit score is in effect, you ain't going to be able to buy, trade, or sell, or do nothing without proper standards. So this is why I'm telling people, if you live somewhere, you better stay your ass there, because all that moving around shit, you're going to end up fucked up out here, because now they can discriminate against you for whatever reason. Oh, you got a bill you didn't pay last month. Oh, sorry, can't move here. Oh, man, you got an outstanding credit card bill. You ain't doing but go shopping on some bullshit. Nope, can't move here. You got a bad credit. You don't have to pay your bills. That's the shit they're using against people now. My mom's retirement package is top of the top. That's right. That's what it's about, too. That's security. Because when you retire from the right job, you straight. You retire from bullshit, you got to go still work at 65. You get it? So when you see a lot of our elders still working, guess what happened? They ain't have a 401k. They ain't had a right job. Then sometimes they just fell on hard times. They had to go back to work. Low salary, low calorie. That's right. All right, y'all. That's it. I ain't gonna hold y'all no more for real this time. We busted out. We did it. Episode 352. Hopefully everybody got something out of this. Photo Fame Live. I'll be back. I'm out. Hey, I'm glad you said that. Let me add this in there. Like you see how the jobs got insurance plans, so they're getting higher. That's how they get paid. Who gets paid off insurance in the job? Big Pharma. See? If I tell a whole corporation to go get vax, that's more money for a big pharma. You get it? It's a business deal. We got the employees, and we're gonna all get paid. Meaning, we gonna get the insurance through y'all. We tell them to get vax, it's gonna go through y'all. Meaning everybody eats. It's all about money. These corporations sign deals with big pharma, and this is how everybody eats. It's all tied together. Good point, though.